Oh, yeah, I have the Draken armor as well. I forgot about that. I'll wear the Draken armor. Yeesh. Accept. Look at that. It's badass, isn't it? Yeesh. Draken. Is it Drachen or Drachen? Do you have anything in the shops for me? And then I'll go back to reading. I'll read about all the thingy bob ones at the moment. Sounds good to me. Can I talk? Oh, won't let me talk to him. Okay then. Eagle vision. Nope. Okay. Database. I'll read out all the people. Oh, there's only one of them left. Ezio Auditore, date of birth 1459. Profession assassin. When was that Claudia born again? 1461. So 59, 61. He's 12 years older than her. It's almost as large as the gap between my two children. My first daughter is 13 next month. My second daughter is due any day now. She's now officially full term as of today, as of this recording. So by the time this is uploaded, she may even be here, because it's going to be about a week before I upload this. Well, this experience has been quite the education, although there's nothing in the history books following Ezio's disappearance from Florence as a teenager after the execution of his father. Sean, you're British, you know what commas are. We now know that he fled with his mother Maria and sister Claudia to his uncle Mario's Tuscan villa. Trained there as an assassin, he prepared to hunt down the Templars, the men behind the execution, and hunt them he did, killing them one by one until he reached their leader, Rodrigo Borgia. With the help of his uncle and the other assassins, he discovered Rodrigo's plan to open an ancient vault beneath the Vatican, supposedly leading to God himself. Did I say Vatican? It's Mad Martigan, whatever. Ezio defeated Rodrigo, entered the vault alone, and communed with a projection of Minerva, a member of an ancient race, species. If they were human, then it's a race. If they were something other than human, it's a species. Race is a subdivision within the human species. The same way that you have breeds of dogs, you have races of humans. So, to put it in that respect, primates. Think of it from that perspective. A chimpanzee is a species, not a race. Humanity is a species, not a race. Caucasian is a race. Anyway, this all sounds very far-fetched when I write it out like that now, doesn't it? Fortunately, we have the Animus records to prove it. So we didn't dream it or anything, unless we're all in a dream right now. Locations. Sod it, I may as well read them all out then. Can't click on any of them. Nope. Sort. Missing entry. Churches, bridges, arches, aqueducts, gates, palazzos, all. Yeah, let's go to... God damn it. There we are. Basilica di San Pietro, the original St. Peter's Basilica built in 326. Old. As opposed to the epic basilica that exists today, was constructed in the form of a Latin cross. An atrium, called the Garden of Paradise, stood at the entrance, beckoning followers through the main doorways of the church. Like pagan temples, which were lavishly decorated, the facade of St. Peter's was plain. Thankfully, Catholicism got over all that when they made the new St. Peter's. Of course, the downside was that the religion became incredibly corrupt, but hey, beauty has to come at a price. The basilica was built on top of the old Circus of Nero, but before you start pulling out your popcorn and cotton candy, this wasn't a modern circus. The Roman crucifixions of Christians was the main act. St. Peter, among many others, was hanged up to die there. The basilica was built on top of this anti-Christian site as almost an intentional modification of history by Emperor Constantine, because if it no longer exists, it never happened, right? Cappella Sistina, inspired by the architecture of Solomon's Temple. The Sistine Chapel is the most famous room in the Apostolic Palace, the Pope's Vatican residence. The chapel's famous ceiling frescoes were only begun in 1508. So no climbing across the finger of God, but the wall paintings that line the chapel, painted by Pietro Perugino, Sandro Botticelli, and Domenico Ghirlandaio, among others, are an ample consolation prize. As the Pope's personal chapel, Mass is frequently held inside, as are the papal conclaves, which occur after the Pope's death. The cardinals are locked inside the chapel and are not permitted to leave until a new Pope is elected. Only through smoke signals sent up a chimney to announce the new Pope can they escape. And worst of all horrors, no cardinals, unless ill, can be attended inside by more than one servant. That's just cruel. Oh, this one. Monteregione. Built in the 13th century by the overlords of Siena, Monteregione was actively involved in the defence of Tuscany against Florentine attempts to gain more territory. At the end of this conflict was the Auditore family. At the front of this conflict, rather, was the Auditore family, who became the city's rulers and protectors. It was the Auditore who constructed Monterigione's famous walls, which can still be seen today. Although standing in opposition to Florentine desires, the Auditore had cordial relationships with the Medici family, largely due to their collective Florentine roots. Monteriggione successfully withstood attacks from Florence until in 1554 the city was betrayed. Giovannino Zethi, the keeper of the garrison and a Florentine exile, was allowed to return to Florence in exchange for the keys to the city. Extraordinarily, the Auditore were allowed to continue their rule of Monteriggione under Florentine leadership, showing that the Medici do not forget their friends. It's everything, isn't it? Yeah. Awesome. We're all caught up. Right then. Let's go see the vagina. Because, oh, no, he has to go check out some stuff first. He has to go see some random peoplers. Cool. Hey, women's.
Need some help.
He's like, hey, women's.
Your husband must be very lucky.
Uh-huh.
I am the lucky one. I have you here to aid me.
Sure.
Let me see what I can do.
Doctor, I may have given you the wrong impression.
Oh?
I have no husband.
He's not the,
Flowers are for a party.
he's not as insufferable in this one as he was in Assassin's Creed 2, but he's still pretty freaking...
If you are willing to help me again, I need someone with class to accompany me.
What makes you think I have class?
Yeah.
Tell the moment I saw you.
Really?
This town walks with such bear.
What, you mean...
I'm certain Ezio Auditore himself would be impressed.
You mean lower class?
What do you know of Ezio?
Claudia thinks the world of him.
Really?
He rarely visits
Oops.
her. From what I gather, he's distant.
She is
Oh,
right.
really?
I have been.
Oh no. You?
Ish. Yeah,
Party
me.
was
Okay, whatever. Villa Auditore, constructed in 1290. I mean, it's one entry, I might as well. The Villa Auditore is an important medieval predecessor to early Renaissance architecture. The villa's wonderful symmetry and ordered geometry were a revelation for its time. After a Florentine attack in 1320 left the facade damaged, Domenico Auditore, Ezio Auditore's great-grandfather, purchased the villa. Although he publicly admitted to a renovation of the facade and the addition of a painting gallery, he orchestrated a complete restructuring of the interior in secret, designing his home to double as a fortress and training ground, looking out both over the city that it protects and the Tuscan plains. Domenico was more than just an architect and a warrior, he was also a skilled engineer. Recently discovered hidden compartments and rooms with mechanisms blocking entry are several unique features to the building that make it a technological marvel as well as an architectural one.
to be a surprise. Promise you not, Claudia.
What will you do to keep me quiet?
Oh, give over, you massive fucking cock-mongling shit stain! Is it obvious I don't like the guy? He's a fucking knob jockey of a knob jockey. Yes, he rides on the knob of somebody who rides on knobs. That means he takes it up from the arse from somebody who's taking it up the arse. That's how much of a bitch he is.
There is one condition.
Whatever.
You must wait until tomorrow.
If it pleases you, I will not stand in your way.
Really?
It will be worth the wait, Ezio.
No, it won't, because the villa's going to be attacked tonight. Is that what she's hinting at, maybe? In hindsight, in 2020 and all that. It is possible she could be talking about what was going on. She could have betrayed them and stuff. Yes. Did she let them in or something? It's possible that it outright states that in the game and I'm just forgetting it because I don't know this one very well. Right, are these actually outside or are they up on... Right, well that guy's outside and that one's up on the roof. Right. Or up on the battlements, whatever you want to call them. Hey, bitch.
Mario is going to murder me. I
Nice.
lost his favorite horse.
Do not
Lost
despair.
my
Bring
favorite
it back.
dick.
Ezio.
Ish. Go find a horseman. Oh, right, it's B to mount. Derp. Come here, bitch Nick. Bitch Nick? Not bitch Dick, no. Oh? Oh, do I have to stop sprinting to be able to do it? Is that what's going on? This is just a tutorial to teach you how to mount a horse, isn't it? There we go. Hey, bitches. I mean, it's a decent one, gotta give it that. And why is he's so fond of that horse in particular? It looks kind of scrawny, to be honest.
I can no longer keep up with the horses. Promise
Yes.
me you will enjoy your good health.
I love horses, they're
Spend as much time
amazing
in battle as
animals.
your Uncle Mario.
Not my favourite animals, that's tigers, but I do like horses very
That
much.
is good news. Arrivederci.
Very,
Ezio.
very much. Yes. They're beautiful animals, they're just pure muscle. Such powerful creatures. Oh yeah, that was a new thing for this one as well, wasn't it? The ability to do this. Or was that new for this? Was it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was only added into this one. All that stuff. Right, I get to try out the tower now, don't I? Hey bitches. Mercenaries.
These are the new cannons?
Yes, Signor Ezio.
Reading up on mercenaries isn't that big of a deal.
Go on, tell him.
But,
We cannot seem to make them work properly, and the fool who mounted them is nowhere to be found.
Then it is up to me to find him.
We do not want to waste your time.
It is not any trouble.
what does he mean
All
he
the time in
can't?
the world now.
I have all the time in the mercenaries. Mercenaries were highly mobile in Renaissance Italy, moving from contract to contract. Professional captains, called condottieri, usually paid for by cities, recruited men for a fixed amount of time. Mario was a condottieri, if you remember. Many of the for hire soldiers who served in Italy weren't even Italian, coming from places like Germany, Switzerland, and Hungary. In their perpetual? What the hell is with me? In their perpetual struggle to dominate Italy, the Italian states hired mercenaries to wage war against their Italian neighbours, and the soldiers, many of whom had no code of honour, would often rape and sack freely. When the state that was bankrolling them ran out of money, the soldiers would disband, frequently to be hired to destroy the very city they had just fought to defend. Some mercenaries were honourable, fighting for a cause they believed in, but men such as these were few and far between. Where they existed, however, they were much sought after. Is he still up on the battlements? You can't find him. Dude, all you needed to do was look behind you. He's like right here. Oh, he's... Wait, has he been beaten up? Or is he asleep?
I
Ah.
need you to fix the cannons on the battlements.
Leave me be.
Is that... Piss off, bitch.
Do not begin repairs before noon.
I'm a
You know
bitch.
what time it is.
I make cannons, not clocks.
Do I have to beat him up
You're
now?
busy? Someone else will fix them.
Uno momento. No one else will touch my cannons.
Oh, yeah, really? Hey, if you'd rather pleasure yourself,
Soldiers have
that's your
no
business.
Respect for artillery. They expect a gun to work like magic. You
Um,
need to feel her out. Give her a little encouragement. We are
Sure.
only equipped with simple cannons now. But I got
Hey,
over
if you
the
say
design
so.
from France, yeah. A hand cannon. Something called a wrought iron murderer.
cool.
Imagine firing a
When
cannon
did they start
from your
making the
hands.
first guns, anyway?
That is the future.
What is the origin of the very first pistol? I know they had flint... Did they have flintlocks in like the 1300s? Something like that? And they had the clockwork guns in like the 1400s. Thingy Bob made them, didn't he? Or flintlocks more recent?
What have you
I
done?
don't know, anyway, they had the clockwork ones in the 1400s. Da
They were
Vinci
not ready for
came up with
fire.
designs for them.
You could have gotten us all killed. Let me
Look at the spit all over his face.
His breath is more fatal than our cannons.
Only when you two fools are shooting them. There. Try.
Sure. What did he even do? No, seriously, what did he even do?
Aim at something to test the alignment.
Right. Bitches. Give me more bitches, bitches. And then, yeah, we are bitches. Bitches. Actually, I might end up inverting the flying machine and stuff. We'll see. It depends on whether it uses the left or right analog stick, really. If it uses the left analog stick, which is on the Steam controller, is an actual analog stick, then maybe I'll use it that way. Actually, can I invert the cannon? Options, controls, third-person camera, flying machine, vibration. No, I can't. I can only invert third person. Oh well. We'll see what happens with the flying machine. Pretty sure it uses the right analog stick to... God damn it. Bitches. Dead as bitches, yeah.
At least
Cool.
someone here knows how to shoot. Now, for another one.
Yes. Oh,
Must go.
Thanks for your help.
I managed to get an extra shot
If we
off
hear
at
the
least.
cannons tomorrow, do not worry. We will be practicing at dawn.
Really?
Too bad it will not do you any good.
Yes.
Now fix the second cannon.
You mean finish installing the second cannon? Or just gently wiggle it a little bit? Wiggle it just a little bit, bitch. Yes. Yeah, sod it. I'm gonna go to a cutscene thing and he's gonna sleep and I'm gonna get full health anyway, so what difference does it make? Run, bitch man, run like a bitch. You are a bitch. The likes of bitch has never been bitch. Oh, shush your nose. Go with it. Just go with it. Can I get down the well? No, it doesn't seem that way. Oh well, never. Shut up, bitch. I'll murder you. Bitches. Don't be such a bitches. Wait, which... Is that and that and that? Oh! Is this the one where I can customize them, isn't it? Yeah! Where I can set the ones I want to specific locations. And I do that by... Yeah, I do. Right, excellent. I want that there. I want that there. Yeah, actually, I'm fine with that. Go with it. Running bitches. I don't know why I'm a bitches, but whatever.
Katerina.
Yes.
What do I
Nice
have the
dress.
pleasure of your presence here?
I desire an allegiance.
Oh, really?
The papal armies have resumed their march on Forli. Your
And why
mercenaries
should I
are a
help you
great
exactly?
asset to my cause.
It is likely that I can give you what you seek.
Oh, really?
We'll talk later.
Will you now? And we all know exactly what you mean, don't we? Sniff a sniff. I don't know why. What's it with me in the sniff? Sniff me?
It is done.
Sniff whatever it
Well,
was.
not, I think, as any of us expected.
Sniff is
I entered the
sniff.
Vaticano and faced Rodrigo.
Cool.
Used the power of the papal staff against me, but I defeated him.
He used the
Finding
paper of the
staff in
power roll
abbey,
staff.
I gained access to the vault. There,
The vault.
moving painting of the goddess Minerva spoke.
A moving
Spoke of a
painting.
terrible tragedy to befall mankind in the future.
That's one way of looking at it, I suppose.
Hope of lost temples that will provide aid to humanity. And then she called out to a phantom, Desmond, as if he were there, standing beside me.
Yes.
After her warning,
Well, kind of up and to beside you.
Amazing.
Up and to the side of you.
Such wonders.